Writing Persuasive Reviews, Session 10. Making comparisons in writing. Today I want to remind you to use all you already know about writing to convince others. You can think about a way that your subject is better or worse than others. You compare your subject with others, thinking only about that one way, that attribute. Then you can write to include this information in your review. Here's an example. Some people think pinkberry is too expensive, but it is worth it. Others might say that pinkberry smells funny when you walk inside, but that is because they are using yogurt, and yogurt smells a little sour. But don't worry, it tastes totally delicious. The yogurt at pinkberry is better than ice cream because it isn't as sugary. Ice cream tastes too sweet and pinkberry is tart and fruity. So do you see how the author of this persuasive review did some comparisons? Right, the author is saying that some people think it's too expensive. Okay, but they're going to tell you why it's worth it. Okay, they also stated that the yogurt in pinkberry is better than ice cream. So they're comparing the yogurt to the ice cream. And then they're giving an explanation why. All right, so what do review writers do to make their review so convincing? Well, like we said, today we're focusing on comparisons. So you can see the orange arrow is pointing to the anchor chart that says use comparisons. So if you're comparing why a book is better than TV or why TV is better than a book, you want to compare. Here's an example from another writer who wrote, I like Battleship better than Mancala because it has ships and you can sink them. So he's giving a reason why he likes Battleship better than Mancala, which is another game. Don't forget suggestions and warnings. Okay, include those helpful tips. You should or make sure to, and then make a recommendation. So if somebody is writing about playing a video game, a suggestion might be make sure to charge your device to be able to play your game. Or here's another helpful tip if someone is going to go get ice cream at a store. They're saying get there early or the lines get really long and you'll have to wait. Okay, another helpful tip is a recommendation. The game is better with 3 to 4 players. So you're using all of those things to help convince your reader. Okay, so here we go again. Now this time we're going to be focusing on some recommendations with the same story. So some people think pinkberry is too expensive, but it is worth it. Others might say that pinkberry smells funny when you walk inside, but that is because they are using yogurt, and yogurt smells a little sour. But don't worry, it tastes totally delicious. The yogurt at pinkberry is better than ice cream because it isn't as sugary. Ice cream tastes too sweet, and pinkberry is tart and fruity. Okay, so you should get a pinkberry loyalty card to earn a free cup of frozen yogurt. This is a suggestion that the author could add to their writing. Okay, it's a suggestion or a tip. Pinkberry can get very busy after school, so make sure to get there before 3 o'clock. There's another helpful tip or a recommendation. Okay, you could consider that a warning. It's going to get busy, so make sure you get there before 3 o'clock. Those are all things that you can add into your persuasive review. All right, so now it's going to be your turn. Today, when you are writing your persuasive review, I want you to make sure you're using some comparisons, add some helpful tips, and make a recommendation. You can use the same persuasive review that you did yesterday, but you will need to rewrite it to add comparisons, helpful tips, and making a recommendation.